What's up? Welcome! What's up, Clankers? Is Randroid in the dojo about to do the quickest stream you've ever seen in your life. And I say that for the meme, but also for reality, okay? We're actually going to get out of here on time, okay? Okay? Listen to me this time. Let me show you what I've done since going on vacation. So the last thing I think we looked at together was probably this originally started with Claude Fable 5 project called VibeBots. The main idea originally started as a BattleBots type game, but then I realized how good Fable 5 was, and I was like, you know what? I can add in my beloved mining game mechanics, and I can use those to collect BattleBot parts. And so that's kind of what came out of this game, and I ended up putting the most time into it, is the mining aspect. This is an infinite mining area with a bunch of upgrades. The guy's really slow right now, you can tell, but it also, which needs a lot of work, has the battles in it still. So the battles are, again, this is just a simulated battle between these two out-of-the-box bots, but you can create your own. So there's so these are for the mine upgrades, but the upgrades for the actual robots can be collected by mining, or there's a building in here that will take me to, I think it's the hardware stores for your base building. Yeah, I got base building, okay? Here's the elevator, not that one. Here it is, workshop. So I showed this in the previous stream, so I won't go too hardcore in it, but I have no parts now. So this actually, you actually have to earn the parts. So the whole idea was you can get wheels and spikes and stuff that you can put on your robot and then battle your friends. Anyone can try this. It's at vibe-bots.vercel.app/workshop. So that's the vibe bot part of this, but the actual mining goes pretty deep, no pun intended. I got new biomes, so if I walk far enough, unfortunately I don't have the guy upgraded, so he's so slow, but if I walk 50, so I'm like halfway there, if I walk like 50 to the left or 50 to the right, you'll get to different biomes. One's like snow, and one is more like computery circuitry, collecting nodes type thing. Okay, so here's the ice biome. So I can unlock a portal, I think, here, so I don't ever have to do that walk again. Got 3 save slots. There's no login or anything like that. If enough people play it and they like it, I will add more bells and whistles like that. But so far, I've been just working on the fun aspect of it. And so when I went on vacation, yes, this is how I spend my vacation. Doom coding from my phone. No, but for real, I was hanging out with my brother in Florida, and he didn't know what I was up to all these months vibe coding. So I showed him, like, yeah, it's crazy. You can build awesome games like nothing before. And so he's the one that came up with some of these ideas, including the biomes. I would take his feedback and I would try to incorporate into the game. So there's an early economy here. This is a little helper example as you go, kind of explains some of the mechanics. There's a battery, so the robot runs out of battery. If you get to harder materials like this, you need a better pickaxe. If I actually get to one of these ores right here, I'll be able to get some resources I can sell. So got some coal. Very basic, right? Works on mobile. I mainly play on mobile. So it sells automatically now. I sold 3 coal set up here. This is a little example tip. It has the mobile controls. I still haven't removed that from browser. But yeah, then you could buy stuff. I could buy a ladder. I could buy some planks. Dynamite and recall rope and warps and elevators and all that stuff takes a while to get to. The hardware stores for upgrades, or sorry, not the hardware store, but the upgrades shop here. This is the thing you want to try to get to in the early game. Upgrade your battery so you can stay down longer. Cargo so you can hold more stuff. Lantern so you can actually zoom in and out farther. So right now you can see it how it has this kind of like fog of war, and then it's completely black here. It looks better on mobile, but you can increase this. So if you wanted to, you could actually see the entire area and like where to go to find the best materials, the best ores or whatever. Or you can zoom in and look at this little guy clipping through the little ground right here. Still has one arm. I have not put any time into the graphics, a little bit into just like some effects and stuff, like when hitting or when exploding now, it will have some little particle effects and, you know, Minecrafty particle effect there. Another big part of this, base building. That's right, I got base building. In fact, we now have player experience points, and so in order to get some of the bigger upgrades, you need experience from surviving raids. So just like you clankers, I put some bots in the game that are called clankers that will attack your base, and if they get to you, then you die. But if they run out of energy before reaching you, you collect their experience. It's a very basic mechanic right now. I'm not going to be able to even, I'm going to have to work on this save, because the save I normally play off of is on my phone, and I don't have any upgrades or anything like that on this browser. So unfortunately I can't like show you my base, but I'll play some more. I'll do some upgrades. You'll see those mechanics as well. So the base building, the biomes, what other, you know, like what went into this? How did I do this, right? So let's talk about, let's just summarize it. Not that, that's something else. Here we go. So I had Claude make a Claude UI. It looks terrible, right? But Claude report. It's got all these tags. You can tell it's Claude. But just go through the release notes. I guess I didn't show you guys the release notes, but in Randroid fashion, I include a bunch of debug tools and stuff like that. But release notes is less debug and more helpful for players too. But I added this at some point in the game. And I even hooked it up for the first time, hooked up to notifications. So if you play this on mobile, it will ask you to install it to your homepage or to your, you know, launcher or home on iOS. And every time I release a new version, I will annoy you with a little summary of what we added. So you could see on this day, I added old in-flight mine trips, now restore the original save. So there was a lot of migration stuff. One thing I haven't really talked about too much is that the mining is all generated and stored in a database. So like where I mined out these 2 cells, there's a database that says that. And so a lot of that was for hacking prevention, so you can't just like spawn infinite ore and send it to the server and say that you're super rich now. Part of it came out of the fact that when I was originally building the simulation for the battle bots, I went deep down the rabbit hole of determinism and stuff, and so I think a lot of that got incorporated into the mine features I was building at the time. But that really wasn't my intention, but it's kind of cool too. But it ends up meaning I had to do migrations whenever the data changes. Hey, why your hair wet? Did you go swimming? She's addicted to swimming now. Teaching her to swim. So what were in these releases? 307 log changes, so there's like 300 commits in the actual repo if you look at it. Not that one. Yeah, it doesn't say here, does it? It's 300 commits. Just a nice round number. And what else? 13 days of work. I don't know how true that is. Probably when I started, I don't know. But yeah, I was on, you know, I was in Florida for like 5 days, and anytime I'd have just chilling, sitting around, talking to my brother or whatever, but wouldn't it be cool if it had this? And then I just like start up like 5, you know, vibe coding streams, and I would add new features and testing and fix bugs and whatever. And 149 releases shipped, so that's when we started doing the actual release notes. 11 days out of these 13 days I actually pushed something, so took a couple days off there where I didn't touch it, but I went back to it again today. And this is funny. This is where most of the work went into the mining. Bunker raids, I've started putting more into that now. Workshop, shop economy, progression XP, UI. Hello. What do you want to say? What do you want to say to the world? Say hi, clankers.
Hi, clankers.
Clankers.
Clankers. Boop.
Don't do. Who taught you that? I taught her that. Notifications. Let's see what else is in here. Simulation under the hood. There's 48 mine versions. So this gets bumped every time there's a change to the simulation I was talking about. Or I guess that's the sim version. What's the difference? 30 plus deterministic mine rule bumps from V17 to V48. Physics match verification contract. Kept deterministic client server. So this is physics and match verification contract. This is mine rules. Interesting. I don't even know the difference. Milestone trail. So we started this is when I started versioning things. Genesis, core, arena, workshop, mine, shop, deterministic match loop, mining ships with carving, ladders, planks. So I had all that once I started versioning.
Daddy.
What?
Daddy.
Huh?
Daddy.
Daughter.
Daddy.
Daughter.
Daddy.
Daughter.
Daddy.
She just keeps saying daddy. Falling physics, unsupported miners settle. So there, yeah. So I had to put a couple rounds into fixing when you fall and die. Maybe I could show that to you guys at least. Oh, thank you. I guess I have to find a big enough ledge. I can't go through the rocks yet. So thank you. Just finding all the junk I've dropped screws. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I know. I need a vacuum. So I'll probably just die from running out of battery. There's actually a lot of battery now. I might need to work on the economy a bit more because I think I'm like pretty far maxed out. I've gone far down and I'm still at like 48. That explains falling rocks. So I could die to a falling rock. Oh, I can't. Yeah, you're pointing at me.
Daddy.
I can't fall into that rock, but
Hello.
this is parts. So I got a drive wheel now.
Hello.
Hello. There we go. Falling rock. Miner must avoid the rock within 2 turns. So if I go down, if I start to like try to mine, I'll die. Down, down, boom. Fell on me, and then it drops my bag. And then see how I got smushed, like that death animation? And then falling also has a death animation. That sort of thing wasn't working for a bit. Boom. Like, that's not amazing, but at least it shows like how you died. You fell on a rock. It doesn't just tell you and like start you back at the top. So that's what that's talking about. Underground bases started here. Hardware store for base parts. Native browser notifications. Mine renderer split into clean code. So then I started refactoring. So using my Spiral with tracking system, I had a bunch of follow-ups. I did some digging, like, hey, how could I make this more performant? How could I make this easier to code in the future, make changes to it? You know, those sort of refactors. So I had a backlog of refactoring, and I've been just the last couple of days from my phone being like, do the next one. Okay, let's plan out how we do that. And it's been splitting up a lot of the code and writing better tests and smoke tests and a lot of refactorings. You can look at the commits if you want all the details, but that's what that was about. And then some bugs that I found as I was playing recently. Generated from docs, release notes. Yeah, it's using nextjs, React. Oh, you heard the bug? Yeah, I heard it. It was like a fly. It went into the zapper. Bzz, 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 bzz. Rapier 3D, deterministic, TypeScript strict. Zoostan, I don't even know what that is. Neon Postgres on Vercel. Yeah, that's where I was listening to music. Biome, choose a new one. I forgot. We talked about this when I started this project, I think. I think it's like a... don't quote me, but I think it might be like Zod. I don't know what Vercel Fluid is. All right, that's that game. Check it out. I didn't show you, but I also did a change to the other Fable thing I created, which was Vibecoded.Games. Vibecoded.Games is public, free, ready for you. This is the award-winning site where you, and you can hold shift to run now, by the way, where you can submit your Vibecoded games and end up in the arcade like asymptotic bit rot from the one, the only. Let's see, I gotta see what your pseudonym is here. Space Chakra, also known as Santiago. solve math problems as a drone retrieving data from a singularity. That made it into the arcade. This one, Hangman.exe, made it into the arcade by Games. Cameron. He did that one. Bone Cleaver, another one by Space Chakra, has gotten even better since I last showed it off. It's like a Bushido Blade 3D sword fighting, kill each other really fast game. Let me mute it. Mute. There's a story mode now? Oh my god. There's a local versus. So much has gone into this. Oh, this art has got. Santiago has been telling me his art's gotten much better. The way he set up his art creators. What do you see? That's cool. Who do you like? Which one? Which one? Let's do random. All right. Okay, don't watch this part. It's just a cartoon. It's a cartoon. Okay. Whoa. Forget the keys. Oh, sword fight. Yay, sword fight. Doot, 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 doot. Let's pause. No, just sword fight. Water. Ah! Fatality. Anyways, give it a shot. Oops, I didn't mean to back out. There was a button to go back to the arcade. I hit the wrong one. But yeah, submit your game today. You might end up in the first Vibecoded web published game arcade website, free to all. Awesomeness. I forget the word I'm trying to say. It's like web hosting. Gosh, I keep swiping back. Sorry, it's hard to do this. I put all my slot games in here, the ones that I haven't really fleshed out too much. What do you want to say? What are you trying to say? Use words. And the ones that kind of need some love are over there. But the way you submit your game is over here in the challengers. We got Neighbor Wars in here, which I actually hear is really fun. Another one from Space Chakra. Multiplayer, you can play it on your phone with your friend at the park. That's what I heard. Submit your game. Vote for other games. This one has 2 votes already. This one is definitely going to go in the arcade soon. Coin toss. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like, I lost the coin toss. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. I forget. It's another one of those games where it's got vibes of like old school arcade or early console games. What is it called? I'm sure I know it has like a bunch of unique mechanics, but it's also based on an existing type. I know. How do I shoot? Oh, I have to hold it. Okay, so I just keep holding. I don't let go. I let go, but I wasn't supposed to let go. Oops. It's almost like Angry Birds. How do I get more of an angle? I didn't read the instructions. I never read the instructions. I'm not going to let go, but I think I need to let go. It's not firing when I let go. I don't know. I am playing it wrong. But I hear it works really well on mobile too, so give it a shot. And then back to the museum. So that's that. The last thing I wanted to show real quick that I made progress on is the LLM benchmark, local LLMs. So download LocalLLM today. Try it out yourself. The repo is on my GitHub, Render Sojo. But this is my MacBook. I've submitted these benchmarks. So some of the benchmarks do things like they test refactorings, multiple languages, handling multiple files, long context, terse prompt. You can see the different benchmarks or the tests that it does to grade different models. So this is Gwen 3 Coder Next Latest, which I don't know what version this actually is. I fixed it locally where it will tell you what version it is. So I don't know what next is in this case. Oh, here we go. Cool. And it tells you how well it does on each of the kind of scenarios. So bug fix got 100% right, but it had problems with multi-files, right? And then there's a bunch that I ruled out because they just had problems completing the task. And so all that data is somewhere on this website. But yeah, these are the ones that worked pretty well. Surprisingly, Gemma not on this list. I think Gemma got ruled out for, just having a really hard time with code or something. I can't remember. Huh? What'd you do? But yeah, you can submit yours too. You're gonna have to go through the repo though. You'll see it if you go. Here it is. Nope. Here it is. Nope. It's one of these. This one, LocalLLM Dashboard. Check it out. Android's Dojo, LocalLLM Dashboard. Oh, sorry. The dashboard is the thing that you just saw on the website. The thing you actually want is called just LocalLLM. So not that one, but this one. Sorry. There you go. Download this guy. You can run it on whatever machine you have. If you can build yourself a nice local machine for VibeCoding, do it. This is a Max M4, 128 gigabytes, and you probably saw the short. Check out my shorts. There's one where I try to run the coding models, and I have 64,000 context available. Now, I haven't tried to optimize it, like see if I can get more context out of it, but maybe like it types slower. I don't know. I'm sure you could do that, but we're definitely not in the world where you're going to get a Fable level model locally anytime soon. We just aren't. And if you do, it's going to cost you 30 grand of GPUs and server racks or whatever. I don't know. If that's not true in a month or 6 months, I'll let you know. Hey, don't turn that down. Don't turn me down. No, they can't hear me. They can't hear me. All right. That's all I wanted to show. Did I say it was going to be quick? I did. And did I lie? Kind of. It was 25 minutes, but more to come later. Just wanted to get something out, show you the progress, try out the new games, submit your game. I really do think this is going to be my best game. I just need to put more time into it. So, you see the guy? You see the guy? Let's move. Let's play. Let's play. Go down. Okay. And then this one. There's actually no, like, ores in this spawn. This is, like, really bad spawn. I need to make it a little easier in these first few rows. There's a hard max of 1,000 rows right now, but technically it is infinite. I just put like a metal wall so you can't go past it. That way I could like work on the economy. Ooh, what button do you press? She's learning. All right, till next time. See you. Say bye-bye. Wave. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. We will see you next time.